Hello everybody, it is me, Wasabi. I'm back again with another episode of the Minecraft Fossils and Archaeology Genesis series, and today we're going to kind of continue off where we left off yesterday. I haven't really been doing much. I built a couple things, you know, like this tank here, and I think, oh yeah, I did find I looked for some oil in the reservoirs, which, where would I find the, I think I left it in here, actually. I had to make this special tool called a seismic survey tool, which it's actually kind of fun because if I were to, what am I missing? I'm missing another item. It needs something to operate and create something called a survey tool. I mean a survey result. And oh, I can't use this one. I used it multiple times, as you can see over here. But if I were to pull out this one, it pulls up this little map where the center bit is kind of like the location of the survey tool, and it scans like different reservoirs in the area. Now I was able to triangulate a reservoir over there. There's technically one over here, but I think it's like a, the results should be in here. That one. Okay, so it was a crude oil. So we have like some crude oil over here underneath the pathway, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to build a thing under here to be able to tap into it. I did a little bit of research after that, and I found out that the thing you use to drill the wells can actually does not have to be on top of the reservoir. I can build the reservoir, the driller over there, and have it tap into the reservoir over there. But I was like, well, there's another one nearby. Let's see what it is. And it's this one. This result right here is where I put this the sand to signify where I'm going to be setting up the I think it's called a derrick. Yeah, the derrick can be kind of built a little bit anywhere, and it'll drill literally to any reservoir from like multiple locations, which actually is relative to real life. Again, I did a little bit of research. A lot of these the drillers, the derricks as they're called, they do actually can dig horizontally as well as vertically. So like, but not like pure horizontal, like so they can come in at a very shallow angle to hit reservoirs that might be a little bit of ways off, or in a location where you can't like dig straight down. Like maybe they're on top of like a lake, or they're in a very uneven terrain. You can build somewhere where it's more favorable terrain, and then dig kind of at an angle into the reservoir that you're wanting to tap into, which I thought was pretty neat. There's a lot of history actually, but for oil prospecting and stuff that I just did not know about, and I had spent a bit looking into it. So the oil processing, we're going to need to build out a tank. For the biodiesel, I mean, we're not even going to get close to building out the reservoirs and the tanks for the crude oil. We might get to that a little bit today, but we're probably going to be doing some of this first, because we need to build a metal press from the immersive engineering mod. Which, if we come into here, I think it's from the simple machines. No, item press. I think it's what's called assembler crusher metal press right here. This is what we're going to build. This will create all the plates we're going to need to create the to make the tanks, because I did make that tank out of some of the sheets that I had lying around. But this will be like basically the metal press from Create, but ran off of electrical power rather than say rotational power. So what do we need for that? We are going to need one piston, which is going to be pretty easy. Piston, normal one. Got you. What do we need next? We need steel scaffolding, 2. Do we have any steel scaffolding? Yep, we do. Just 2. I know we need some conveyor belts. Do we have the materials for that? Redstone engineering block. No, I don't even have it. The recipe over there. Redstone. Right there. See, we have some left over. Good thing. Makes 4 of them, so we only need 1. Ooh, hiccup. Oh, it gave me hiccups. 1 heavy engineering block. Oh, I only have the light one over here. Let me just save you, because we might need to build multiple of you. Heavy engineering block. Again, put that up there. We are missing like everything. We're missing steel sheet metal, which is... I also set up the blast furnace over here to make a bunch of steel. We're making a lot of steel over here. We can technically make a bunch of steel with the blast furnaces from the immersive Create, not immersive engineering. But yeah, we need a steel sheet metal, which is we need a. I had a hammer located here. This is what I used to make a. This is what I've been using to make sheet metal. So we're gonna need like. That's one. That's. We need 16 of these. Oops, I made one too many. That's all right. We might need Oh, never mind. We don't need that many, but we probably still need to use them to make the steel mechanical parts. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, goodies, we have a plenty. And after that, we need an electrum ingot, which is a mixture of silver and gold. Silver. We can make a silver ingot. And we have a gold ingot, and I think I put them in the induction smelter to create the electrum alloy. So let's go over here to the induction smelter. Smelt these things up, and we should be good to create the. I think, and I need like 2 other items. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is a thing. It is. Let's see. Does it create the electrum that I need? Should create electrum from here. Good, it does. Now that should be it for the blocks. We still need to. After this, we need to. We're going to use it to make a bunch of the iron sheet metal that we need for the tanks, because we're going to need quite a few of them, and they do take a lot of metal. So I want to get this kind of going as like an automated way to make sheet metal. So heavy engineering block. Oh, it creates like 4 of them. Ooh, that's okay. That's good. Wait, we already had some electrum in there. Wow, sheesh. Sheesh. Okay, so the next we need are just some conveyors, right? Right? Yeah, conveyor belts. So let's see. Conveyor belt, which takes... Okay, check 3 leather. We should have a bit of leather. And it makes 8 of them. That's amazing. Unlocks... I like the conveyors from both the create mod, but this mod I think is really good for like for just in general use. But okay, so we just need this and this, I think. We're gonna put it like right here. Now this will dictate what direction the machine is made. Road to nowhere. Wow. You're gonna dish me like that, are you? So I think we need... Okay, let's see. Oh, the redstone block is right there. Okay. My bad. And then let's build this up so that way we can put the piston in the right spot. Well, actually... And shite. I'm gonna have to dig down now, don't I? And there we go. There we go. And then I think if I bring up the hammer in here, I have the one in here. That should be it. Yes, there we go. Now it'll take power from the top. So we're going to need some more of the cables. Did I actually put those in here? Oh, I have some. I think those are right. Yeah, advanced energy cables. So we can... Oof. My game's not liking this. Okay, just gonna bring it up to the middle. Just like that, now it's gotten plenty of power. I'm surprised on how much power those advanced solar panels are giving, because I was able to run this, and it was and the energy didn't go down. And I know this thing has some amount of storage capability, but it doesn't have an insane amount. So I was kind of shocked. But this area over here will be if we need like 2 hoppers, so it helps automate it. No, just a hopper and a chest. I think that's what it needs. So we need a hopper. We just need 9 of those, and some wooden planks to make a chest, because I think I'm out of them. Here we go. And grab an extra chest for the hopper. I can slap on some storage expansion upgrades later. Right now we just need this. So since it's moving that way, we slap one. right there. Slap on a chest up here. And then we just slap a chest down here, and that should be the automated setup for making it. All right, but we do need a mold for the press, and I think I need to make that in the engineer's workbench with something. Okay, so we gotta look up plate. I think it might be, or press, or mold. Okay, it's immersed in engineering mold. We need a plate mold, and those are crafted using this blueprint, which is just a metal plate with. Okay, we should have some blue dye. I think from like well, at least we can make it though. I think we've got plenty of lapis, so we're gonna make the plate mold. It needs blue dye. We can. Oh, yep, we can make a bunch of that. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's go to sleep. Oh, there we go. We're awake. Woo! Lag spike it. Oh, the heck. Alright, so we need, for the actual plate mold itself, we're going to need 3 steel plates and some of that. And wire cutters. We need some wire cutters. We're going to have to craft some of those. Okay, so get over here, craft you. Make. That's in the engineering workbench. I moved my engineering workbench down to the villager area because there is a villager that can actually get me that I needed. Where is he? Where is he? I didn't know he existed until yesterday. Is this? No. Oh, it's this guy right here. He's a gunsmith, and he gives me like bullets, blueprints, and so on, as well as these like special revolver drums. I don't know, but he gives me like one handles and stuff. Like I needed the buckshots. I can make simple and common projectiles with them. Okay. Either way, I need to borrow you this. Wait, I need to get the steel plates. Crap, I forgot. We can actually use the. No, we can't use it just yet. I think it has some left over. Plate. We can use these, but we can use. Oh, I had so many steel plates left over. Where the heck did those come from? I only remember crafting up so much. Alright, but anyways, we need a U. And then we need basically U and U to create the plate mold. And I'll leave you on there. I think, yeah, I can leave you. We might have to come back for more molds, because we can make quite a few of them, as you saw on the thing. So we then, let's grab a bunch of iron from the iron farm. I swear. Let's go down here, and grab a few of these. And I think it'd be better to grab a stack of these, and then and break them down when I'm up there. That should be actually better. So we can make copper plates, steel plates, iron plates with this over here, and it's all automated. No worries about like any kind of special setup. It's very compact. And then we just put the plate mold right there, and it should be. Yep, they're coming out, being pressed. Alrighty then, we have our first little automated plate thing. They're all put in here, and let's craft up all this into iron ingots. Shove them in there, and that should give us plenty of plate molds to then create sheet metal. That sheet metal we are going to need for. Grab 12 of these for the big tanks that we're going to make, because we're going to make one of these for the diesel, but we also need these, I think, for the pipes. I am not mistaken. We need them for chutes and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, what is this? Oh, lubrication can. I think I know what that is used for. Empty spool. I don't know what that is used for. What are you? Oh, portable generator. Oh, that could come in handy in the future. Let's see. Oh yeah, pipes right here. Yeah, you need like 6 of these to be able to make 8 fluid pipes, and we're going to need quite a few of the fluid pipes for the derrick, as it's one of the things that it takes to drill the hole. But right now we're going to turn this into sheet metal to make a tank, simple tank. Whoops. Oh, I forgot to kind of film in there. Alright, so we need a fence. Yeah, we got 4 treated wood fence. Luckily, I'm making a bunch of creosote over there, as you can kind of see with the tank. Now then, we're gonna move we're gonna pipe it underground and move it to like basically this whole corner bit, because then we're gonna then have probably off to the side, maybe around here and stuff, the diesel generator to power it. So I should have actually double checked if I have any left over from when I was making the tank over there. Iron sheet metal. Okay, I did have a little bit of iron sheet metal left over, because it does take surprisingly more than you think. It's not like an insane amount, but usually you're like, oh, that'll be it. And it's not enough. That happened to me when I was building that over there. Because I think it's 5 levels taller? No, I'm wrong. As usual, I can be wrong quite a bit. And at least I can admit it. No, I think I need 3 of the ones with the gap in the middle. And then the last one is all on the top. And then this one is the row that you... Okay, there we go. If I had done this right, it should work. Oh, wrong. Alrighty then. So, we're then going to, from the bottom here, pipe in all of the fluid. Guess I'll make it too deep, just to make it easier to dig through here. Bauxite, I'm going to take you because you're actually going to be valuable later on. So you went with a bit of cobblestone. I'm going to follow you for a little bit until we can poke our heads up. Where's the front? So we're going to come in from this middle bit here to the edge. So we're going to mine down to here, connect it up, just like that. Then I'm going to come back up here, and do this bit, and Y level does it go down to? 76 on the Y level. I love that mini map for this. This is going to be great. So we're going to then just dig down to 76. Y level 76. And we're just going to dig this way. And just like that, we pop up onto the other side. Good. Now there might be a mob that spawns in here a bit, but I'll deal with it that when we get there. We want to pipe this up correctly. I don't know how many pipes we have left. We might have to make more, but I do know we have a few left over. Pipe. Oh, we don't have any left over. Oh, okay, so we just need to make a bunch more. Okay, so we just got to go back there, grab a bunch of those plates that we've been auto-crafting. Think about a stack of you. Good, this is very good. We've got beginning to automate things. Now, maybe I should get like a crafting table up there, just for kind of stuff like this. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of that. We're going to make a bunch of pipes. Okay, stack of pipes with a bit more some of that metal left over. Oh, we're out of food. Ooh, oh crap. Okay, grab a stack of food. Alright. With that taken care of, we then now just need to pipe up all of the biodiesel up to the tank. Like this. Actually, no, no, no. We shouldn't pipe it up like this. Although I like the, we need to definitely do it underground. We're going to pipe it in from a little bit further over field. We're going to, I want to pipe it in actually to the top. And I like the idea of that, like the way that is going to look. So I'm gonna actually, should I do it from this side or this side? Screw it, we'll do it from right here. Because there's an outlet right here on the top that I was wanting to kind of hook this up to. Let's just fill in the hole in the bottom so that that leads to the other side. Fill in this hole as we go. Think of it this way: we're kind of like filling it in so it doesn't like something can like mess it up or waterlogged or something like that. There we go. There we go. 3 more. Almost done. We've nearly got it piped in. Did I get it in, or? Okay, it is all the way in. Oops. My bad. Hopefully the background music's kind of making this somewhat more entertaining. Because we're about ready to be done. Just gotta pipe it up now to here. And just like that, it should be piping out. It is being piped out, and some of it's being turned into biodiesel. We need to go to sleep now. After I kind of fill in these holes. Just like that. Oh, there we go. That looks amazing. Now we have the biodiesel being produced. Next up, we need to build out the diesel generator. All right, get up. Now I did see the portable generator. Maybe we could craft a. Never mind. I want to craft the big diesel generator. Get up here. Throw it in there. To make the... So we've made this. We've got the refinery bottle. We do need the mixer, but I want to get to the power generator before then. So power, we need the diesel generator. No way. The diesel generator is one of the few ways of generating this sort of energy. High voltage architecture might be fascinating, but it's not very useful unless you have a generator that can actually create the required output for it. Give me a second. Bless me. Bless me, I sneeze. The diesel generator is one of the few ways to generate this sort of energy. It is created as a complex multi-block structure that will run off of biodiesel or other types of combustible fuel. Due to its high output, it will work through fuel very quickly, so make sure you have a sufficient fuel production to run it. The structure is built from engineering generator and the radiant blocks as well as fuel pipes and scaffolding. Arrange them in the shape shown above and right-click the central generator with an electric engineer's hammer. Now the diesel generator is kind of resource heavy, and especially in things like heavy engineering blocks. Makes sense. You're basically creating tiny explosions to basically create power. You're creating explosions to turn an axle to generate electricity. So yeah, it's going to create a lot of heat. It's going to create a lot of like shockwaves and stuff from the explosions. So how many do we need? Well, we have the fluid pipes. We can check that off the list. We need the engineering block. So red stone engineering block. Just need one of those. And then we need 13 heavy engineering blocks. Well, the good news is we have the ability to make a bunch of the steel plates we need to craft these things. Now, I do know there's a cheaper... Wait, what? Oh, I can just straight up buy them from a villager? Ooh, I did not know that, so... We're probably going to still use this method. It's a bit more expensive, but we have, like, infinite amounts of, like, both... of steel that we're cooking up. And I think later on, if I was... we can kind of automate the process. So let's grab a bunch of these, like a stack of steel. Bring it up to the metal press. I think it's still pressing iron, but we can shift it over to pressing some steel. I simply just whoop, throw that in there. It's almost done. Like that was like what, half a chest full, almost. We did use it a little bit. Look at that. It's steel. Boom. So that's 8. That should be... We do need a lot of steel for this. I need more than a stack. 7, 8. So here we go. 16. Might as well actually. No. If I wanted to do this cheap, I would just get a villager to like, unlock a villager trading to be able to get the stuff for cheap, which is actually quite tempting. Like, if I were to go to here and try to get... Nope. Parts necessary for it, for the villager, I need to create a crafting table. Just true to what sticks. 1, 2, 1. Usage. Oh, dear goodness. Turntable? To create another immersive engineering guy? Oh, jeez. Immersive engineering does create a lot of these guys, but anyways. So let's get over here, get to this guy, get to him, and create a crafting table. Let's throw it down with the villagers and see if they'll produce another villager. So, does any of you have... Do you guys have like one of you that needs a job? Doesn't look like it. I think I maxed out on the villagers. I need to get another bed then. Which we should have a couple. Bed. Nope, we only have one. None. Shoot. String. Can you craft me like 3? 1, 2, 3. And then wool. Oh, what are those? Oh, wool and fabric. Well, I did not know you could craft that, but I need a bed. Give me a moment. There we go. This little bed should be able to get me a bunch of stuff now. Whoop. Now, if I were to place... We're starting to run out of places to put the beds, honestly. I really need to... What I really need to do is build up the villager facility up here. Get a bunch of them moved over, because the way it works, like, each floor has at least 2 different types of villagers that I can set up for trading. And I need to get them, and each level is going to, you know, it's pretty tall, but I need a, it's meant to kind of be like this world's version of a skyscraper, the trading hall. Let's see, I need a key card to get a bunch of carrots, not only just for my own, oh wait, I have carrots up there. What am I doing? I don't need to go down there for carrots. I can get a bunch over here. Let's throw a stack of carrots at them and see if they can produce a baby that we can later, hopefully, use to get a bunch of components for cheap. I don't... There we go. Oh, Jesus. There we go. You guys got it. I do have a magnet that I want to get rid of. So... There we go. Disable. There again there. Get that up here. So let's see, how much biodiesel... never mind. I'll check it later. I want to get this stuff done. So we can create those steel components much cheaper in the thing, but what do we need? Crafting components. More blue dye. Again, crafting components. Blue dye. Now we have that blueprint. Now get rid of that blueprint and then put in this blueprint. Iron pieces, steel plate. Okay, so we're gonna put all the steel plate and we're gonna get copper. We have a load of copper. Like, geez, we have so much copper. It's ridiculous. Look, 1,800 blocks of copper, as well as right now we have 2 copper plates. Well, I can break down one of these. Boop and boop, like just like that. We're done. We've got plenty of copper to deal with, and they already produced a baby. Good work. Give me like 8 of you. Is that all? Oh yeah, I'm out of. I need more steel. I need so much more steel. Yeah, let's see. Get over here. Craft these. More steel sheet metal. Give me 40 of these. These over 40 will be good. Okay, now I'm out of. So all that after all that, I was only able to make 8. So we need 13 of those. We need more electrum, so we need more silver. So I have silver ore, like raw silver. Nope, I did not mean to do that. Usage. How can I maybe or double or triple you? 50% chance in the arc smelter to get more. A little bit of a chance in there to get more. Okay. Not a lot of ways to ore double it, so at least from the raw ore here. If I were to use silver ore, say over here, doesn't look like, again, a lot of ways to do it. Even this over here. I could do it in the arc smelter. The crusher, I could do it. Okay, get some silver grit from that. And I could do it in the pulverizer with the mechanism. Okay, so we can ore double it. Can I do any ore doubling with this potentially because it's like a deep slate, or is it just the same? Yeah, it's just the same. So we're gonna take like 100 deep slate or a stack of this deep slate silver ore. We're gonna throw it in the crusher, get a bunch of stuff from it. In fact, we need to move this. This was originally the crusher's chest. That we kind of just used for miscellaneous. Throw this in there. Watch it do its thing. Get a bunch of silver grit, and I think a little bit of lead. What's with my screen pulsating? Did you guys see that? Has that been going on for a while? Wow. Yeah, there it is. Pulsating. So we've got a stack of grit right there. We can have a stack of gold. No problem. If anything, we can go down and get some gold nuggets. Gold. Gold. Yeah, there's a whole thing of gold nuggets. Let's just shove you. Put you away. And let's go to sleep. A little bit of a longer episode this is going to be because I'm not going to finish this episode until after I have gotten the diesel generator crafted. I have all the resources I need. It's going to take time. That's all it needs is just a little bit of my time dedicated to building it. There you go. Okay, that does work. I was hoping I didn't need to smelt these into ingots. So you should be crafting about 2 at a time. 1 more craft of these heavy engineering blocks should be... I think, yeah, these 2 electrum should be enough. I might need to get more components. Yeah, I definitely need more components. Which we should get from over here. We need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's, I think, yeah, that's another 2. Okay, so we need basically 1. What am I missing from the rest? Nothing. 16. We got plenty. 4 generator blocks. Okay, how do I craft these generator blocks? No. Thermatic generator. Okay, craft you. What do you need? We need electrum coils. Luckily, we've got crafting up some more steel sheet metal. And then an iron component, which is, okay, the same, but just with irons. Okay, we got that. So I'm going to let the electrum smell for a little bit because the electric coil just needs, okay, MV wires, which is electrum wires, which can be crafted in a mixer? Or just, or it could technically be bought by yet another villager, a freaking engineer's circuit table. Okay, there's so many villagers that I did not even know existed, but no, we can craft the electrum wire within the metal press that uses a metal press wire mold. Okay, so so this thing, yep, I'm so glad we crafted that press today. We can really, it makes our lives a little bit easier because I think this is about done making all the iron. No, either way, we're going to take these iron sheets, turn them into an iron component that we're going to need. And then we're going to use probably the rest of them to create a mold to create the wires. So if I come over here, I take you and you out and swap you with you. I can use some. It's gonna. Oh, it's steel plates, not iron plates. Okay, so we need a wire mold, which is right here. And then we're going to move you from you to you. Craft a couple of one iron component. You. Okay, good. So we're going to come up to here, and we're going to. Wait, nope. We need the electrum first before we can even attempt to think about it. Now, I don't know. We might need treated wood for the spool, which that's a lot. I don't know how many does this need. Each ingot will create 2, and it would be if we use a plate over, you'll just create 1. Okay. So each ingot creates 2, and we need like 2 to make. Yeah, we need like 4 of these. So basically 2 ingots to create 4 spools, which does not mean a lot actually. We do not need nearly as much as I was thinking. You could technically do the math because we need what? 4 spools, so 2. I think we need 4 ingots worth of electrum to be able to make the required bits we need. Take you out. Finish up with that. Yeah, my screen is pulsating. What the heck is going on? Change you out. We need like what, 4 ingots? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That creates 8. Each one creates 4 things of 4 wires. So then that will create the 8. But oh, I miscalculated. We might need like 4 to make 1 coil. Yeah, we might just need the 4 to make 1 coil. Okay, so 4 is definitely made with 1 coil, and we don't need any treated sticks. And just like that, yeah, 1 coil. 4 will make 1 coil. So right now we need 4. 16 more ingots need to be turned into the wire to make the coil. The remaining 3 coils. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 16. Throw those in there. And get pressed into the what we need. And then we've got the iron component, we've got the sheet metal, or at least we can make it. We have the sheet metal. So the coils are the only thing we need left. And that will be then the generator blocks, and then we have steel scaffolding, and then radiator blocks, which the radiator blocks are going to be something that are a bit interesting. Okay, you about ready? You're about, yeah, you're done. Then just going to swap this back over to plate mold. Let the remaining iron plates process. We're going to need a lot of those that sheet metal too for the tanks, the up-and-coming oil tanks, because we need to make those leveling tanks, the special tanks that we saw yesterday, like the special oil tanks and we're going to probably need quite a few of them, especially because there's like, in that one reservoir that I have marked with the sand is something like 27 million buckets worth of oil. So I think we're going to need like 3 of those things, because they will be processed down, but we want to hold a lot of oil, so there's a backfill. So I'm going to shove you in there. Suppose, you know, I'll keep you out, and we might still need you. So, the generator blocks need the coils, which need you, which we're going to craft all of you, and then get those coil blocks. Oh, that made. Oh, we made one too many. So 16 wasn't the case. It would have been 8. It doesn't matter. We've got 1 extra. It really doesn't matter. Yep. We might need the electrum in the future. So let's see. How many? We've got 4 generator blocks. So that's all we needed. 6 steel scaffolding. Steel. Whoop. We have plenty actually. We've got just enough. Then the radiator block. Well, how do you spell radiator? Okay, R-A-D-I. D-I. Radiator, which is just copper plates with sheet metal. Okay, I think. What do we got? We don't have any copper sheets, so we're gonna take. We're gonna take a stack of copper, close to enough, and then we're just gonna put it into the press mill and then have them pressed. Because we just then need to get a bunch of buckets of water. Which we all know that's pretty easy enough. Boop you. So each radiator block needs something like, or mix it with a bit of water or equivalent. So how many will it create? Okay, I'll create 4, how many do we need? 9, so we need 3 craftings of this, and that'll be it. We'll have a bunch of copper plates left over for future crafting. And just like that, we can then craft the radiator blocks, because we're missing the bucket of water. So we're going to probably have to craft through, do this a couple of times. Because, okay, it didn't use up the bucket too. I was worried it would use up the bucket. It did not use the bucket. Okay, so. Plenty of sheet metal still. Yeah, unfortunately it needs 1 more radiator block. There, we'll have 3 radiator blocks left over for the future. Alright then, so it's about time to go to bed, but we're gonna build this thing and then we're gonna leave it off on there. So let's see. The pipes are where we need to put the inputs, and the radiator's like the back of it here. So it is going to be 3. Okay. I want to put the generator right here, facing this way, and then how much piping? 3 piping down the center. Whoopsies. 1, 2, 3, and I think then there's one here, and then it's a generator block right here, and it's going to be like this. The scaffolding, I think, goes like this. That's, yeah, I was right. And I was right again. So okay, so the thing is that the only thing that's unique is that this is going to go there. The heavy blocks are going to go here with the radiators right here, and then on top of that, then we're going to have a sort of plus sign of these, and then more radiators. Then we just now need the hammer. Boom! Bad for the environment. Oh boy, this is going to be bad for the environment, because we're gonna take you from the bottom and not do that. I think we're gonna run alongside here and then kind of go along here, and then pump into you. And then if we had a lever, we would be able to turn this thing on, because it should be getting bunches of biodiesel. Now, I did put my bucket away. Yes, I did. I can't check how much biodiesel we have made. It does show you like kind of like a level, like right there, visually. But here we go. We then need to put some like high voltage stuff here, and then that can then hook up to the stuff over there. But yeah, we want to. I'm going to build this. I'm going to fill up this tank full of biodiesel before we even try to turn this thing on. But next episode we're going to work on the derrick, as well as the process and getting the bare minimum. Holy shit! He came out of nowhere. There we go. Got rid of him. We're going to do the bare we're going to start drilling next episode. Next episode we're going to get the mixer, make some liquid concrete, and start the derrick, and get that sort of going. And hopefully by the episode after that, we can then start having oil production. I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.